Hey, how are you, folks? We're wrapping up week one of the End Zone presented by TiVo. Jason Horowitz alongside Ian Eagle. Glad you could be with us each week. We're breaking down the top 5 stories of the NFL heading into that week, and you can catch it right here on CBSSports.com and on your TiVo DVR via TiVo Cast. And Ian, this one is a segment that I demanded for.
Yeah.
I demanded it. I want to know who your picks are and compare them to mine.
I'm actually glad that we're going to put this on the record because Jason has a tendency to go back and say, oh, I said this was going to happen, I mentioned that was going to happen, and there's no actual record of these statements. Now we can go back and check these picks out at the end of the year to see who actually has a better understanding of the NFL.
Are you done yet? Are you done stalling? Will you get to your picks already?
Oh, you want my picks?
Would you get to your picks
Why
already?
are my picks first, though? This was not discussed.
Age before beauty.
All right.
All right.
All right, let's get to my picks.
Go to
then.
your picks.
Well, this is no shocker. The AFC East, the New England Patriots, they are the class of the division, probably the class of the conference. AFC North, I think the Baltimore Ravens. I think Steve McNair has one more strong year left in him to lead the offense. Defensively, you never have to worry about them. I like the Ravens in the North. In the South, defending Super Bowl champions, Indianapolis. Will they be tested? Some people seem to think Jacksonville has a chance to push the Colts. I don't see it that way. AFC West, look, the San Diego Chargers have been the pick. The Denver Broncos are going to surprise some people. Chargers will take a step back in the regular season. NFC East, it's Philadelphia. Dallas would be second, but it's Philadelphia. Best team in that division. NFC North, Chicago, even with Rex Grossman issues and question marks, the Bears are clearly the best team in that division. NFC South, New Orleans. I don't want to give too much away, but I like this team an awful lot. And the NFC West, San Francisco, that seems to be an in vogue pick for some people that are trying to jump on the bandwagon. I think St. Louis is the team with the most balance. Defensively, yeah, there are some question marks, but they've got the best weapon in the NFC, and that's Steven Jackson. In addition...
Wait a minute.
Wait. Mark Bulger, now the contract is taken care of. That's not hanging over his head anymore. I think Bulger explodes this year, has a big, big season.
What our audience does not know is that the reason that Ian is picking St. Louis is because he has Steven Jackson on his fantasy team.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
I
absolutely. You can check my roster.
We're
I do not have Steven Jackson.
Here's a problem. We agree on most of our segments. Let's get to my picks here. We agree on most of the divisions, and for the most part,
you're finally kind of getting a handle on how this works.
This is how it goes. New England, Indianapolis, we agree on. I have Pittsburgh. I like Mike Tomlin. I don't think Baltimore. The problem I had with Baltimore is that Steve McNair is one of their key parts. He had injury problems. Willis McGahee is a great upgrade. Also injury problems. I have San Diego. You had Denver. I just liked what Norv Turner is going to do for Phillip Rivers. Let's go back to that and let's get to the NFC. And we're pretty much the same here. I have Philadelphia in the NFC East and Chicago in the NFC North. In the NFC South, I have New Orleans again, like you do as well. But I think San Francisco has something to prove here. And people have talked about for a long time about how they don't have defense. Well, wait a second. They went out and they signed Nate Clemens. They got Michael Lewis from Philadelphia. They drafted Patrick Willis, who I think, by the way, we're going to mark that down as well. He's going to be the defensive rookie of the year. Patrick Willis out of Ole Miss, one of the first-round picks for the 49ers. I think he's going to be the defensive rookie of the year. But I also like what Alex Smith is doing. They have Frank Gore. They finally have a receiver for him to throw to. That's Darrell Jackson. So I'll take San Francisco.
Well, but you praise San Diego for the move they made that Norv Turner is going to help that team. You're forgetting about the other side of it. San Francisco is going to miss Norv Turner. Alex Smith is going to miss Norv Turner. I don't know if he takes a step back, but I'm not convinced he's going to take that next step forward.
Well, the one thing that we both agree on is that Seattle will not win the division for a third straight year. Let's get to your Super Bowl picks. Would you like to go first?
Sure.
All right, so we'll get to your Super Bowl picks.
The New England Patriots.
Nope.
No, they're motivated. They're motivated with Bill Belichick, with Tom Brady. They do not accept losing. They do not accept anything short of a championship. And I think this team comes in very much focused on getting back to the top of the NFL heap. And out of the NFC, the New Orleans Saints. What a job Sean Payton has done there. Drew Brees, great story. I thought he got the runaround in San Diego just because of circumstances. Steps into New Orleans. And I think in year two, I think they're ready. Reggie Bush, as we know, electrifying talent. They've got the 1-2 punch with McAllister. I think the Saints are the class of the NFC this year.
I think the Saints will play the Eagles in the NFC Championship this year, but I have a feeling that it will be in Philadelphia, And when you look at that, when I looked at my NFC picks, I said, all right, who's got a quarterback that can lead a team to the Super Bowl on the NFC? And you've got Drew Brees and you've got Donovan McNabb. And then you look at their defenses, and it's no contest. So I take Philadelphia to get to the Super Bowl. And I like San Diego. You got a team that's already ready to get there. They will get to the Super Bowl in the next couple of years, and I think it happens this year. The parts are in place. You got a good defense. The secondary has to come around, but you have a good defense. You know you have LaDainian Tomlinson. You know you have Antonio Gates. And now you have Norv Turner helping Phillip Rivers. Exactly what you said about Alex Smith, but he takes Phillip Rivers, and I will take San Diego and Norv Turner to take Marty Schottenheimer's team to the Super Bowl.
Picks have been documented. That's it. They're documented. You can't go back. You can't, Monday morning quarterback. Well, I actually thought this, and I did. That's it, right? It's here.
It'll be February morning quarterback when we figure this out with the Super Bowl. Folks, that's it for our picks. Compare them. Write your picks down. Get them in. Rewind it. Do all of it here on TiVo. That's it for this segment of the End Zone. Stick around or tune into any segment that you've missed. You can always watch them on demand on CBSSports.com or on your TiVo DVR via TiVo Cast. And be sure to get the End Zone in your living room. For Ryan Eagle, I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care, folks.